You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Hey, Smalls, how's rolling? All right, life treating you good?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's almost October. What
Fantastic.
the heck, man?
I know time just marches on and on and on and on and on. Blink and you miss it, and that's just a fact. I'm feeling good about us getting through this segment, though.
Okay.
Good.
Me
Feeling
too.
pretty darn good. Happy birthday to you know him, you love him, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Brady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Williams is
Yeah.
67?
Yeah,
67.
He's still pretty adorable.
he is.
It's the story
He seems like a nice dude.
of a lovely lady. That was cutting edge back in the 70s. That,
It really
that
was.
was crazy stuff. Actor Eric Stoltz
Oh.
I like him
Back to the
too.
Future.
made his big splash in Mask. Of course. Did you know
Yeah.
he was in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was in Pulp. I don't remember.
And one of the greatest films ever. And I don't even think it got an Academy nod. Anaconda.
I've seen that.
You know, there's at least one scene where he was still in Back to the Future.
Why does he know this stuff?
I
Go ahead, John. I got you timed. Go.
No, he got booted from the show.
Oh.
Michael J. Fox replaced him. And
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I do remember that story. Eric is 60 today.
happy birthday!
And one of my favorite actresses, Lacey Chabert, is 39 today.
what was she?
She was in TV series, Party of Five.
Oh yeah.
She was also in Mean Girls. She was in Lost in Space, the film. And
This
she's
is
in,
one of your favorites.
and she's in, when this is why, she's in just about 50% of every Hallmark movie ever made.
Okay, there we go. That's
Right,
where it
Dan.
comes from.
Dan's TV finds its way to Hallmark Channel quite often.
Including two of my favorites, Christmas in Rome and Love, Romance, and Chocolate. Lacey.
Not kidding.
Lacey, call me.
He's not kidding at all.
1960. Speaking of great things put on film, this very day, 1960, no kidding. The Flintstones
Oh yeah.
premieres on ABC. That would be the very first ever animated primetime sitcom.
Such a great
You know
show.
what that was based on?
Yeah, The Honeymooners. Thanks, John.
Yeah.
It was 1981. This kind of crushed me personally because I grew up going to this stadium. The very last game is played at Metropolitan Stadium, right outside Minneapolis and Bloomington. That's where the Twins and Vikings played.
Yeah.
It was outdoors, how sports were meant to be played. The Twins would lose the Kansas City Royals 5-2. You know what sits there now?
Mall America.
Yeah, a Canadian-owned mall, which is why I've never set foot in there. It's on sacred ground. It's not right. I have issues. It was 1991. Talk about littering the pop culture landscape with just absolute garbage. Still going strong today. The Jerry Springer Show debuts.
Oh,
You know, he used to be the mayor.
Yeah, he was a politician guy.
Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely. The Jerry Springer Show, 1991. But finally answer the age-old question, who's the baby daddy?
Right.
Yeah.
So, there you
Every
go.
episode you find out.
That was comedy gold is what it was. Absolutely.
Well, and I
hilarious.
always thought it was funny, like they would have somebody come out and then they bring out somebody else that you know is going to clobber them, and then they would pretend like, oh, hey, they're going to just walk over and shake hands. But then they clobber them and everybody acts surprised.
Fight. Here's free tickets. Go in there and pretend you care.
It's just funny.
All right. Well, I know, we all know. We just jump forward here.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for stuff Dan finds interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
You know, I grew up in a car family. Dad was a
Thursday.
car dealer. I got brothers who are mechanics, cars, whatever, Thursday, Friday. It doesn't matter, John. Nobody's paying attention after that whole pandemic thing anyway.
That's right.
It could be 2027 and nobody'd bat an eye. Just dig cars. I like cars. Grew up around cars. So cars. And every year the list comes out. What are the most stolen vehicles in the United States of America?
Yeah.
And for the past several years, it hasn't changed a lot. There's a couple ringers that you don't see all the time in this year's list. Over the past year, keep in mind, around 750,000 vehicles been snagged around the United States, good old USA. Thieves are busy. They never take a nap. But what do car thieves prefer? Well, I'm glad you asked. According to people who track this stuff, the top 10 list goes as follows. At number 10, the Jeep Cherokee. Almost 10,000 of them stole over the past year. Number 9, this one surprised me because I'm just not a fan. The Dodge Ram pickup.
Okay.
Over 11,000. GMC pickup trucks at number 8 with 11,700. The Toyota Corolla takes number 7, and that's always on the list every year.
Okay.
A little over 12,000 Corollas were snagged. Number 6, the Nissan Altima, 13,280. Toyota Camrys at number 5. 17,000.
Jeez.
Chevy Silverado pickup, 31,500 of them.
Whoa.
At number 3, the Ford F-150, 36,400. Yeah, in fact, the Ford F-150, it's probably its best-selling pickup, I think, in the world.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, those things are everywhere.
Yeah.
The 2 top slots, still, ladies and gentlemen, held by the Honda Motor Company, the Honda Accord at number 2, stolen over the past year, almost 37,000 of them. The Honda Civic at number 1, 38,430.
Wow, that's a lot of cars, man.
So, hey, lock your stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's outside. Somebody's going to get the catalytic converter these days anyway, so nobody's safe. Hey, it's right in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not. Fill in the blank. Steal's right in there. It's one of the bigs, man.
It is one.
All right, there you go. Stuff I found interesting.
And that is why we refer to this segment as Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Dan, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, we usually use this segment, kind of look around Sioux Falls, surrounding area, the state, the Midwest, whatever, and what's going on. You guys, you're animal lovers. You have a rescue dog, a special needs dog.
We do have a special needs dog.
A weird dog
named Carl. Nobody knows what it is, but she hangs out back there in the pit and just kind of hopes for the best. And there's always stories about, for instance, recently, about a month or so ago, honest to goodness, an apartment in New York City. I mean, right there in the big throbbing metropolis, authorities had to take a tiger out of somebody's apartment. They'd been raising this tiger for apparently a number of years.
Holy cow.
Turns out that's illegal. So I actually found a list of what is illegal to keep as pets.
Okay.
South Dakota.
In South Dakota, okay.
Yeah, it was a list of every single state, but I'm sure not going to go into all that. So, when we take a look around here, just up north here in North Dakota, by law, you cannot, as a pet, have a skunk, a raccoon, or venomous reptiles.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. In Nebraska, and this must have been a problem or it wouldn't be law. I'm thinking in Nebraska, you can't have bears, tigers, leopards,
Bears.
wolves,
Holy cow.
or skunks, legally speaking.
Huh.
Minnesota, bears, tigers, cheetahs, leopards, lemurs. They must have changed the laws because monkeys on the list. And you know what? I had a monkey.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Growing up in Minneapolis, the science teacher let me keep it for the summer.
That story is
love that.
hilarious.
It didn't like my mother. It was a summer just filled with hijinks. Mecca the spider monkey.
That's amazing.
Okay. In Iowa, you can have a doggy and a kitty, maybe a gerbil, but you can't have wolves, any kind of primate, no leopards.
Oh.
Why hyenas is on this list in Iowa is beyond me, but there it is.
How about a laughing hyena?
Oh, no hyenas at all. No cobras, no pythons, and darn it, you better not have a crocodile in that tool shed.
Oh, man.
All right. South Dakota has a really short list. Non-domestic pigs.
Okay. So you can have a pig. It's just got to be a domestic pig.
It's got to be a well-behaved
Okay.
lap pig, apparently. And you can't have raccoon dogs.
Okay.
I had never heard of a raccoon dog, and I thought maybe they had missed a comma, but then I went, well, no, you can have dogs, and so I actually took the time to look it up, which isn't, I normally don't do my job near this hard. Raccoon dog, it's actually, it looks kind of like a cross between a fox and a raccoon, only it's bigger.
Wow.
Okay.
And they are indigenous, actually, just to Eastern Asia and Northern Vietnam.
So I wonder what the reason is you couldn't have that. Are they aggressive or something?
They are, well, yeah, they're little hell beasts. They'll eat your face in a New York minute.
All right.
You don't want to do that.
And that's South Dakota, so why there was a problem
So I
with,
could have a monkey.
Yeah,
hearing.
In
apparently.
South Dakota, you can have monkeys?
Okay, there's an over an umbrella law where any kind of unusual mammal that doesn't come under your usual household pet thing, you do have to get licensed for.
Okay.
So if you wanted a bison in your garage, you probably can have one, but you're going to need the paperwork.
I just want a monkey to walk my dog.
Okay, as far as getting a beat down from the authorities, it's just non-domestic pigs and raccoon dogs.
All right.
In South Dakota.
Well, I wasn't planning on a raccoon dog, so.
But now you're thinking about it.
I'm wondering.
Hey, is that a
It's a great way to deter people that are ne'er-do-wells.
And how are they going to know if it's a domestic pig or a non-domestic pig?
If he's not wearing a tie, they'll say, what is this, a wild pig?
But you could just take a non-domestic pig and, you put earrings on it, whatever. Lipstick.
Slap lipstick on a pig.
Spray a little cologne on that bad boy.
Super domesticated right there.
So, I just thought I'd let everybody know, because if I'm not passing on this information, who will? Certainly not NPR, which should be defunded immediately.
Agreed.
All right, Dan, thank you for that.
My pleasure, John.
All right, coming your way here in just a little bit. We're going to get some news from Mr. Dan Farris. And between now and then, I've got a guest joining me. We're going to chat about the human race that's coming up this weekend.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I have Nikki from GloryHouse joining me right now. Nikki, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, John. How are you?
I am fantastic. We're excited to see you on Saturday. You guys are a part of the human race that is put on by Health Connect, and this is a really cool event. We were a part of it last year, and we're excited to be a part of it again this Saturday. But let's talk about GloryHouse. If somebody wants to run or walk for GloryHouse and they want to, be on your team, or not necessarily on your team, but when they're signing up, the funds go to one of the different nonprofits. If they want it to go to you, what do those funds do? What do you guys do at GloryHouse?
Well, John, we provide services for adults, female and male clients, and it's a residential facility. Our main population are people who have substance abuse in their history. And so oftentimes when clients arrive at our facility, they have very limited clothing. And so we work really hard with community donations for like new adult socks, new adult underwear. The winter time is coming, so hats and gloves are always appreciated. Gently used coats and jackets, especially as we're getting into October and November. Our clients really appreciate those too. And so we have a variety of different pieces where people can give to our agency.
That is fantastic. If somebody would like to learn more about GloryHouse, how do they find you guys online?
Well, we have two different options. We have our website, which is www.gloryhouse.com, or we have a Facebook account, which is Facebook/GloryHouse. And I know that we have a staff member here who routinely updates our Facebook with just some fun things, and people have a chance to kind of get to know clients here and what the staff does for the clients as far as like some different events too. Over the years, we've had different pieces like Christmas events. We've had Easter baskets for the clients. So we try to do a little bit of unique things for our clients within donations, and staff contribute too. We actually have a fund that the staff contribute to, and it's titled the REB Fund. And so probably 10 staff members give routinely to this fund, and we purchase pizza for the clients. We've done like different gifts for people who keep their rooms really tidy. So there's a variety of different ways that we in-house try to reward the clients too.
That is really, really cool. Nikki, how long have you been at the Glory House?
22 years, John.
See, you kind of got a hang of this, don't you?
Well, I'm trying.
Well, I appreciate all that you do. I think that is absolutely wonderful. And we will see you on Saturday. Thank you again.
I look forward to that. Thank you, John.
Again, Nikki is with the Glory House, and you can find them online. I'll throw a link to their website. But also, you can find them this weekend at the Human Race, and that is put on by Health Connect. HealthConnectSD.org is their website. I'll throw a link to that as well. We'd love to see you on Saturday. Again, it's the Human Race, second annual event. Going to be a ton of fun. All of the details at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio and Facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's News with Dan Farris.
What is going on? Why is life so hard? These shortages thing, it's becoming a big deal. There's all these cargo ships off all of our coasts, all of our big ports and everything else, and they're just kind of hanging around, mainly because there isn't the manpower to unload these bad boys.
That's what it is.
For instance, ports on like the West Coast, they normally, back in the day when this country was up and functioning like it should, they're going 24/7, loading and unloading cargo ships. Now it's like they've got a day shift, and that's all the manpower they've got.
Right. Oh, my God.
So it's just crazy. You literally have hundreds of ships just sitting there at anchor, just waiting to get unloaded.
Wouldn't you think at a certain point they'd just say, we're going home?
You know what? Well, they can't. I mean, they're licensed and paid to be, doing a function. But here's the thing.
They got to sit and wait then.
But it's not that this stuff doesn't exist. It's just it's manpower, and it's all over the world. It's not just in the United States. It's all over the world. And now here's the latest thing. If you've been to the grocery store lately, and I've noticed it a few times where I shop, like I always buy a certain kind of tuna fish. Mm-hmm. Twice a week, I get this kind of tuna fish. All of a sudden, that space in the shelf is just, it's bare. It's empty. And I've been buying it for years. Now, according to Forbes magazine, this is becoming the next big thing in literally dozens of cities across the country. Alcohol, liquor.
Yeah.
When you look at the supply chain for that, number one, it's got to be bottled and or canned, manufactured, everything else. Well, staffing shortages at all manufacturers and everything else.
Insane.
So all of a sudden there are some people who are starting to care, is what you're saying.
And according to Forbes, one of the cities being affected by this is Sioux Falls.
Really?
Going to be a hooch shortage in Sioux Voodoo, ladies and gentlemen.
Better go
So what you're
stock
saying
up.
is now is the time to stock up?
Well, plus over the past year and a half, a lot of people around the country being in, well, they did stock up.
Yeah.
As they're sitting at home. They're basically drinking during Zoom meetings or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you're going to stock up, there's a lot of great places you can do
Your
that.
favorites. And now what's going to happen as a direct result of that is the weeks and months go on, price is going to go up and up and up. It's all supply and demand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been around Sioux Falls for a long time. As far as I've ever been able to tell, I don't know. Sioux Falls, you're drunk enough. Probably. See, a couple things, side notes here going on this weekend. Some really fun stuff. I love this. The 34th Annual Festival of Bands is going on in Sioux Falls on Saturday. Field competition at Howard Wood from 10 to 6. And I mentioned this about a week ago. We'll just note this one more time. The 5th Annual Women's March happening downtown this Saturday. And I wasn't going to do it, but due to popular demand, I just went, yeah, okay. I will be hosting my kissing booth again this year.
Nice.
In the alley right behind Wiley's Tavern on North.
Please do.
On North Main. Let's take a
I
quick
will
look.
gladly sponsor that.
I'm going to miss
I
it.
will
I'll be
gladly
at Super
sponsor
Con.
that.
Doggone it.
It's a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser.
It's fun to go to middle-aged guys who have no idea what the hell's going on here. It's a great organization. It's nonprofit, 501c3.
Oh, gosh.
Take a quick look at sports. Brought to you by Hockey Headquarters on North Hercules in the Sanford Sports Complex, putting bodies on ice since 1999. Let's see. Big news going on in the NFL. Big things happening in Major League Baseball, also the NHL and the NBA. But here we go. Something nobody talks about. I don't know. This is really kind of a bummer.
What's that?
From Reuters news service, Chief Executive Wasim Khan has become the third high-profile official to resign from the Pakistan Cricket Board.
Oh.
Following the appointment of former captain Ramiz Raha as the new chairman of the organization. Here's the skinny. Confirming Khan's resignation in a brief statement, the PCB, that's the Pakistan Cricket Board, said its Board of Governors will meet to discuss the issue later on in the week. Now, after spending more than a decade trying to revive international cricket, Pakistan is once again facing the prospect of being declared the game's no-go area again. Meaning other international teams are going, no, hey, you know what, Pakistan? Nope, we're not doing it. Now, I can't help the board woo back some teams in the past couple of years. Pakistan were dealt a big blow when New Zealand and England earlier this month pulled out of their respective tours, basically saying, we'd just as soon not be blown up.
Right.
Or kidnapped or murdered in any way, shape, or form. So...
Interesting.
Get to that now, things nobody else covers because I am an award-winning journalist.
Yes, you are. Kind
of a big deal. From the Sunny 93.3 News Desk, I am Dan Farris reminding you if it's news, news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, September 30th, 2021. The equity markets made a small rebound Wednesday, but traders and investors shouldn't read too much into the move. The S&P 500 gained about 0.75% at the high of the day while trading in a tight range near the low of the previous session. This is an indication of inherent market weakness, and one that could lead to a much deeper decline for the market. If the S&P 500 continues to move lower and falls below the 4,300 level, the market could take it down another 200 points or more. The biggest risk this week is the PCE price index on Friday. If the index is hotter than the consensus figure, and there's every reason to think it will be, the onset of tapering at the next FOMC meeting will be all but assured. Worse, for the stock market at least, is the fact that tighter policy and interest rate hikes would soon follow. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.